The objective of this activity is to make an oblique sketch of a cuboid. Let's see the concept in hand first. Here you can see we have taken a squared paper. What is a squared paper? You find horizontal and vertical lines on the paper which divides the entire paper into squares. So all these small squares, they are a part of the squared paper. To draw the oblique sketch of a cuboid, we require the dimensions of the cuboid. That means the length, the breadth and the height. In this case, the length is 2 centimeters, the breadth is 3 centimeters and the height is 4 centimeters. You can use them interchangeably because here it looks as if the length is 4, but if you rotate it, the height will look like 4 centimeter. So you can use the length, breadth and height of a cuboid interchangeably. That doesn't affect the cuboid. So to represent this cuboid on the squared paper, you need to draw it like the one represented here. And this is what is the objective of this activity, to draw the oblique sketch. This is known as the oblique sketch of the cuboid on the squared paper. The material required to perform this activity include, obviously we require the squared paper, the geometry box for drawing purpose and sketch pens. Let's perform this activity now.
So in this activity on drawing an oblique sketch of a cuboid on a squared paper, as you can see here, we have taken a squared grid here on which you can find small squares in vertical and horizontal rows. Let's mark a point on this at, say, point A here. This is point A on the grid, and let's move 6 units towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we reach at this point, and let's call this point as B. Now we have to move 2 units up from point A. So 1, 2, so we reach this point. Let's call this point as D, and 2 units up from B. So 1, 2, let's call this point as C. Now if you join the 4 lines, that is from A to D, from C to B, and then from A to B like this, and finally from C to D, you get a rectangle. Let's take a point here inside this rectangle and denote this by F. Now using this point, we are going to complete another rectangle which is exactly same as ABCD. So we move 2 units up from F and reach this point. Let's call this point as G. Then 6 units towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we reach this point, and 6 units left from G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we reach this point. Let's call this as H and this as I. So we have got 4 more points which we can join like this in order, so that we get another rectangle which lies very close to this ABCD, the original rectangle. So here you have another rectangle. And now all you need to do is to join them end to end. So A will be joined to I like this, D will be joined to H like this, and then C will be joined to G like this, and B will be joined to F like this. And as you can see, this figure mostly resembles a cuboid, and that actually is the oblique sketch of a cuboid which is drawn on a squared paper. And that completes your activity on drawing this oblique sketch.